What's good people? It's Mo Naturals again. So I had to do another video because I'm so excited about this. For those of you that do not know me, I am a vegan, and so I'm always on Pinterest trying to find ways that I can be creative as a new vegan. I've been a vegan for about 2 years now, but I still consider myself fairly new to the vegan world. I started off as an unhealthy vegan and sort of transitioned into becoming more of a healthy, conscious vegan eater. And so one of my favorite snacks is flaxseed crackers. And I would go and get these flaxseed crackers from either Earth Fare or the nutrition store. And I love the garlic and onion taste. If my nieces and nephews saw this video, they would be like, oh my God, Auntie, that is so gross. I cannot believe you're telling people how to make flaxseed crackers, because they tried the version that was just the original brand that did not have any salt, pepper, and it wasn't like spiced up, and they were so disgusted. But when they try these, they're gonna have a different appreciation for the flaxseed cracker. So I'm gonna show you how to make flaxseed crackers from your home with your own ingredients. You don't need much. All you need is water and flax seeds, and you can mix any seasonings that you like when you're making this, or whatever you want to add into it for your flavor profile. It's real simple, and it's just water. The only thing about making the flaxseed crackers is it is a 2-day process, because you have to mix the flaxseed with the water and let it sit overnight for 12 hours or 8 hours. You don't have to wait a whole 12 hours, but you can let it sit for 8 hours, and then in the morning you can roll it out on some parchment paper and then bake it in the oven on a temperature of 200 degrees or 210 degrees for an hour. And that's all you need, and then it comes out like a cracker, and I'll show you what that looks like. I'm also going to show you how to make another one of my favorite dishes, which is hummus. I absolutely love hummus. Garlic and onion hummus, to be specific. So I'll show you how to make that. Okay guys, so I have my flaxseed, most important ingredients. You want to have flaxseed, and then whatever seasonings that you like. So I just put in here some rosemary, some lemon pepper, some garlic pepper, some salt, and cayenne pepper, because I like it to have like a kick to it. And this is my 1 cup of flaxseed right here. That's gonna go into here. So I'm gonna pour that in there, and I'm gonna add my seasonings in there. And I usually use the regular flaxseed, the organic whole flaxseed, to make my flaxseed crackers. You can get this anywhere, Whole Foods, your regular store. I tend to go to Publix, so I get it from either Publix or the nutrition store, or either Earth Fare, which is the other store that I go to. And I'm just gonna simply mix in these ingredients, mix everything in. And all you need is 1/3 cup, right, to 1 cup. So 1/3 cup, and I may not even need all of this, so you got to gauge it. So I would do just a little at a time, just to be on the safe side, and kind of mix it. You don't want it to be mixed too much. You don't want it to have too much water. So just mix it in. So it needs a little bit more water. Put that in there, and you can kind of see, I'll hold it up as I kind of mix. And I'm gonna mix, and this is it. And I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for 8 hours and let it soak overnight for 8 hours. And then I'm gonna spread it out really flat. What you're gonna notice is in the morning when I take it out, this is all gonna be kind of like congealed together, and it's gonna have a little bit of a gel kind of texture to it when you flatten it out with the roller pin. And you'll see it's gonna come out nice and crunchy. Well, this is what I'm gonna eat with my hummus that I'll show you in the video as well. All right, so that is the flaxseed cracker. All right, guys, it is the AM, and this is my flaxseed. This is what it looks like in the morning when you get ready to roll it out. So I'm gonna take the flaxseed, and I'm gonna lay it on the parchment paper. Okay. And I still got a little bit more that's in there. And I'm just gonna kind of flatten it on the parchment paper. And it's gonna go in the oven for an hour. And I'm gonna put some parchment paper on top, just like this. And I'm gonna roll it with my rolling pin, kind of like flatten it out a little bit. I'm gonna leave the parchment paper on top, put it in the oven, and you guys will see what it looks like when it's all said and done. So that's how you make your flaxseed crackers. All right, guys, so I am done with my flaxseed crackers, and this is what it looks like. You want to let this sit. If it comes out pretty hot, you want to let it sit for probably about, I would say maybe a good 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can start to break them up into little chips and eat it with your hummus, and it is so good. But this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that, but it's a nice little flaxseed cracker that I rolled out. I let cook at a temperature of 200, and you can see all of the herbs and spices that I got in there, the rosemary, and all that good stuff. So, okay guys, so these are my flaxseed crackers. Now that I've kind of crumbled them up a little bit, and I think the next time I make them, they're gonna be a little bit thicker so that they have a little bit of a thicker texture to kind of get the hummus. So I boiled some chickpeas for about an hour. I soaked them overnight for 24 hours. I like my chickpeas to be fresh. I'm gonna make some hummus because I really like hummus with the chickpeas. And I usually use this right here, it's called tahini. And it's really just ground sesame seeds. I use that to kind of make my hummus, and I think it works really well with it. So I've already juiced a lemon. So in here I have my chickpeas in the mixer, and I'm gonna pour my lemon juice in here. I just used 1 lemon juice, and then I also have some salt prepared, so I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper because I like mine to have a little bit of a kick to it. So I'm adding the pepper to it. And I also like to add, I know this is a little different for most people, but I also add some spicy mustard to mine, and that's really good. And I just kind of gauge it, squirt a little bit in there. And I'm also gonna use some lemon pepper by Mr. Dash, or Mrs. Dash rather. Put a little bit of that in there. And I gauge it. I didn't measure this, guys. I'm kind of used to doing this. And then some garlic, love the garlic. And then I have some leftover garlic, but what I do to kind of easily peel garlic, because a lot of people, this is usually what it's like with like the skin or hub on there. So I have a little glass container. I'm gonna put this in this glass container, and I'm gonna shake it up, and it is going to remove the hub off of the garlic. So I just take this and I shake it up. All right, I think I've gotten it all shaken up. And you can kind of see from me shaking this up that the skin or the hubs on the garlic just naturally came off from just shaking it in this glass container. So I'm gonna take this out, pour it in here. Now watch this, look at this. Nice and peeled. Didn't even have to do anything. And I'm gonna put like 3 of these in there because I like my garlic. I loves my garlic, y'all. I know, maybe 4. And then I'm going to add my tahini. Now you don't need a whole lot of this tahini when you're making your hummus. I would suggest just 2 teaspoons or 1.5 tablespoons, but I'm just gonna do this. Put this in there, maybe, maybe 3. I'm probably gonna do 3. Put it all around. Yep, add in that tahini. See the texture of it? It's like really creamy, like peanut butter. And then I'm gonna pulsate this until it comes out looking like hummus, y'all. Let's see what this looks like. So we're almost there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're almost there. I want to pulsate it just a little bit more. All right, there we go. It's got that texture. Look at that. Look at that texture. Just like hummus. All right, good people. So the final product revealed of your Vegan Made Simple. So these are the flaxseed crackers that I absolutely love. Look at how gorgeous that looks. So, and they are just a nice little crunchy sort of texture. You can see the rosemary embedded in there. I'm gonna dip that in that hummus with that garlic and olive oil. And then you have the olive oil, real simple, hummus with the olive oil and the garlic and the onions and all of the different ingredients to mix in with it. And oh, that's gonna be so good with that. But yeah, you can like dip your cracker in there. My cracker is kind of a little light, a little crunchy, so it might flake up. Y'all, that's so good. And it is so delicious. But yeah, so this is the final product. If you are looking for a simple vegan dish, made simple, and you're like me, you like a nice little snack food that's healthy, make you some hummus and use some flaxseed crackers, and it's a really good healthy snack. Hope you enjoyed.